If you've been active on any Marvel or superhero related forum in the past 4 years, you've probably heard copious complaints about Marvel's recent abundance of projects. And this is not a video complaining about said topics, so let's begin. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings came out in late 2021 and was a box office hit alongside having great reviews and demand for the characters, especially after the post-credit scenes. So tell me why we haven't seen Shang-Chi be mentioned since. For God's sake, this dude is probably one of the best characters introduced post-Avengers Endgame, and Marvel has done nothing with him. We've seen Miss Marvel's dad in 2 shows and a movie before we've seen Shang-Chi once since 2021. Now, I know Destin Daniel Craig is directing Spider-Man Brand New Days and had some involvement in Wonder Man, but in between these 5 years, Marvel never once thought to greenlight a Shang-Chi 2, especially as a setup for Avengers Doomsday. I mean, by the time Doomsday releases, will general audiences even remember Shang-Chi? His movie came out literally half a decade ago, and his character was left in the dust. For the post-credit scenes, I theorize that it's to set up Avengers the Kang Dynasty, and that maybe Kang has some relation to the Ten Rings and that's where they came from, since we never really learned the origin of the rings. A Shang-Chi 2 would have been perfect to further develop the character, Jai Ling and the Ten Rings organization, and set up Avengers Doomsday. We all remember Mordo from Doctor Strange, right? He was allies with Strange until he used the Time Stone and rage bait Dormammu, and then Mordo left and murdered a sorcerer in the post-credit scenes. Very intriguing. So where the hell has he been? Well, for Doctor Strange 2 they announced Mordo to return, only for it to be a variant who hardly served a purpose in the movie anyway. Originally, Wanda was actually going to brutally murder Mordo in Multiverse of Madness, as shown by concept art, but it was eventually cut and we have no clue where he went canonically. Now, instead of wishing we got something, let's brainstorm some possible storylines. We could say Baron Mordo has a role similar to Scorpion's upcoming role, a secondary villain in Brand New Day. Or maybe he's secretly an overarching villain of the movie, kinda like how Ultra Killian was in Iron Man 3. I don't believe that Mordo has the power to be a main villain, but I can totally see him being a foil and rival to Strange. Now before you click away, I actually really like Sam Wilson as Captain America and I'm super excited to see him in Avengers Doomsday, but there's definitely some questionable decisions Marvel made with him. For starters, he's only appeared twice since Endgame, and he basically underwent the same character development in both installments. Sam Wilson's journey from Falcon to Captain America in the Falcon the Winter Soldier show was actually really good. Excluding the weird speech he gave about the flag smashes at the end, I don't know what he was talking about. Either way, the show ended with Sam embracing the title, and you'd expect Brave New World, his solo movie 4 years later, to actually evolve his character. No, he pretty much doubts his role to be Captain America. It doesn't help that the movie isn't the strongest either. But dude, why would Sam be questioning his role when he's canonically been Captain America for a long ass time now? And with Steve Rogers returning for Doomsday, there's a possibility that Sam was overshadowed entirely. But let's think about what could have been done. Contrary to how Steve Rogers portrayed in his first movie, Sam hasn't actually been captain in anything. Sure, he has a shield and his fights are more dynamic, but what exactly makes him Captain America and not just Falcon with a shield? Imagine if Brave New World included some of the upcoming Avengers. Imagine him starting the Avengers with Joaquin Torres and Ant-Man for starters, each getting their moments and all of them helping to take down Red Hulk. The other 2 wouldn't even have to be in the movie for long. It could just be the beginning of Sam's Avengers. Then at the end of the movie, they realize they need more members, so Ant-Man mentions a fighter from San Francisco with glowing rings, and Sam attempts to contact Shuri to form the Avengers we could see in Avengers Doomsday. Okay, this one is going to be short, but I am still mad about how Ashton Cooper, aka Muse, was wasted in Daredevil Born Again Season 1. Now this is a very short segment because it's excusable. The pre-overhaul team for Born Again included Muse, while the post-overhaul team's vision didn't involve him. It's just that simple, and the post-overhaul team is done leagues better than the pre-overhaul team. And spoilers for Daredevil Born Again Season 3, Heather Glenn will return as Muse in costume, so it ain't all bad. Thank you for watching, feel free to leave a comment or share some ideas and have a good day.